by CCAA coming off the 78-62 win in the championship game of the 2026 CCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. I'm joined right now by head coach Torino Johnson. Coach, would you tell us who you have with you today?
I have Captain Nevaeh, Asiasi. I have Sofia, Fidelus, and I have Gabriella Rones to my right.
Well, Coach.
Captain as well.
Captain, love it. Give us your thoughts on today's game, please.
I thought the game was phenomenal. I felt borderline sensational. These young ladies are ballers. They're pillars of our program. And they got out there and they just stamped and trotted all over the floor. They did whatever they wanted to do today. And it was so sophisticated and elegant. It was so balanced. I thought it was such a cerebral performance. From the neck up, I felt like we were able to do everything we envisioned. You saw them stealing rebounds from them, where in previous games they've dominated us in that area. These young ladies, they fought, they were physical, they didn't complain, they created momentum, and we just carried that, and they led us to this victory. It's a historic day for us in our program. I'm so proud of them.
Sofia, 27 points in the championship game today. Can you tell me what was working for you and how you're able to get that going today?
I mean, to be honest, I think at the start of the tournament, I didn't really play how I expected to, but I've been through a lot in my life, so I've never let anything stand in my way. And I knew that in order for us to win this game, my team needed me to just clear my head and just do what I needed to do. But logistically, I think we attacked switches really well, and I knew when to attack the certain matchup. I think that was the whole game plan going in. And then, I stole a couple rebounds, so I think that was the emphasis for sure. But yeah.
Nevaeh, I got to ask you about, you guys, let me step back really quick. You guys lost that last game of the season to Cal Poly Pomona. It dropped you guys to the 3 seed. There's a big difference between being a 3 seed and getting a bye in this one. Yeah. How do you guys keep the energy up coming out of the 3 seed, having to play 3 games in 3 days to accomplish this type of feat?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we never looked at ourselves as a 3 seed. We were competing for the 1 seed when we played Pomona, so we knew we were right up there with everyone, or we were actually above everybody. But yeah, we just took those games that we were awarded, and we used the momentum that we had from those games to then carry us into today. And as you can tell, we were successful with that.
Coach, in that similar situation, just tell me about the energy your team had. You guys were pressing the whole time and stuff. You guys didn't sit back in the zone and kind of change your thing. You felt like you guys stepped.
No.
You guys created the pressure.
No, I think our nomenclature is one of attack. And so, you can look at our schedule, and that goes over most people's heads. We started off with SMU, Arizona, and Stanford. And so one of our losses this season in the countable game is to Pepperdine. And so those things are misleading when you look overall at a record and you think that we're maybe a pushover. And we're nothing, we're the furthest from that. These young ladies are tough, and these environments we've already prepped for, right? We've already been in a gym where there's been thousands of fans. And so this is the platform that they deserve. And they've continued to showcase a prowess and an ability to be improvement driven, right? There's an improvement stamina to what you're seeing. And so as other teams start to wane, we get better, right? We're hitting shots late in the game. We still have legs and we're pressing. So I think it's a nod to our entire coaching staff. It's a nod to Shar, who works on strength and training, and it's a nod to all of the people that come in and help get our bodies right through resting and recovery. We're just grateful for being able to be steadfast and believe in ourselves and have this level of demonstrated ability.
Gabriella, this team got to hoist a trophy today. What does it mean to just you and your teammates to be able to have that moment together?
We had a lot of resilience throughout the whole year. We didn't let anything bother us. We just kept pushing, no matter who was in front of us, and the job's still not done. So we're gonna just keep pushing. The next day we go to practice, keep pushing, just one game at a time.
Coach, I think we talked a couple weeks ago. Nevaeh was named the player of the year in the conference. It never happened in 70 years of Cal State LA. I think we notched another first for Cal State LA.
Yes.
For a tournament championship. Just tell me about kind of knocking some of these off and the way you're able to help. Historically, the 25-26 team has put their names in the record books at Cal State LA.
I think one, you've got to look at our program, right? And so it's a shout out to Nicole Flinall, right? And so there's an attraction there where these young ladies are able to come in and play with someone like that, and that's our first All-American. And so then they take up the medal and they continue to push this thing to areas that we've never been before. And so they've got a tenacious work ethic, and every day they're working without complaint, right? And so it's winning in the community. It's LA Food Bank, it's LA Mission, it's Parkinson Walks, it's Alzheimer's Walks, it's Ronald McDonald House. These things, when you add them up, Habitat for Humanity, those are wins. We've already been winning. We've been winning because we've been focused on tangible things that actually matter and contribute to our community. And so this is just icing on the cake, but we've been winning. It's just been in a silo, if you will. And so right now, this feels incredible to be able to showcase our ability to win on the court, right? And so whatever our record is, with all of the community service we partake in, I feel like you can add 10 more wins to whatever our record is.
Well, I also have to ask a question. You talk about the way the teammates have worked for each other, the way they built it. I got to ask Nevaeh and I got to ask Sofia. You guys played together in high school, correct? You guys were together. How long have you guys known each other? And tell me about your journey to get to this point to cut down the nets together.
Yeah, I mean, Soph was a year younger than me. So when she was in 8th grade, I was a freshman, and she came to an open gym at Salesian, and that's when we first met. And she decided she wanted to come to Salesian, and honestly, like, building our relationship, and our families are super close. She's one of my sister's best friends, so to me, she's family. She's not my friend. Like, we're not teammates. Like, it's a family thing. Like, actually. And so having the experience of winning a state championship already obviously helps us in these environments when it's hectic and it's loud and there's a lot of people like cheering and sometimes the pressure can get to you, but like we have each other and we are able to like calm each other just because we're family.
Sofia?
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about it is like I've seen her grow as a person and a player. And I think that's more important. From where we were in high school to now, it's two different people on each end. So I think, being able to grow with her through this program is probably one of the most like significant things in my life. Being able to go through so many things with another person, it's just crazy. And then you can see the connection on the court. It's pretty obvious. And like she said, it helps us in these circumstances. And I'm lucky to have played with her these 3 years. And an additional 4.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you one follow-up one to that. So in your mind, who made the final decision to get you to go to Cal State LA? Was it Coach Torino or was it Nevaeh?
It was neither. It was my only option. Which is the crazy part. It was my only offer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep this pushing. Because it was either,
wow.
Go to school and pursue what I want to do school-wise, or, bet on myself and go to a program that really wants me. And I did, and look where we're at now.
I'll add this for them. This is the group. She was a freshman when we beat Pepperdine. And so when you talk about being significant, they're winners. You win by recruiting winners. So for all the other programs that didn't or overlooked Sofia, we saw her as a winner, and she's done nothing but be one of the main catalysts when it comes to our ability to win, right? Today, 27 points, and she's out there without a conscience, and no one can guard her. Yeah.
I got to make that comment. 4 for 4 championship game on 3-pointers. That's stepping up right there. That was really good. All right, Coach. You obviously now have locked yourself into the CCAA or an NCAA tournament. You will definitely be going next week. Tell me about the opportunities in front of you for your team.
We like our chances versus anyone out there. I know SMU, Arizona, Stanford, Pepperdine aren't walking through that door. And so when we get in there, it'll be a price to pay. And we're excited. We're looking forward. We've beaten several of teams in the field. And so we're just looking forward to the opportunity to continue this historic run. We're extremely confident in our beliefs. We're humble. And we're looking forward to the approach. Whatever that needs to be, we'll be that.
Fantastic. Well, the NCAA selection show is on Sunday night, so tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. On NCAA.com. We can't wait to see where the Golden Eagles will be going. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.